may have questions or concerns, or if it's not clear, I think that's in everyone's interest to do that. So if we can update this and streamline it, I think that we ought to spend the small amount of time really for something that has impacts throughout the year. And if it can be clearer for everyone involved and we have a better understanding of what the rules are, and we take out those ambiguous components wherever they are, or we give our best attempt to do that, I think that we ought to do that. Thanks.
David?
Mr. Chairman, when you were talking about your chairmanship, you were saying that you were not going to accept documents that are not available to the supervisors Friday at 5 o'clock or
That's
something
in
to
our
that
rules and
effect.
procedures.
Pardon?
That's a rule and procedure.
Well, the document I have here is dated January 5th, which takes me then to my second, that's my first question. If that's going to be enforced, then let's enforce it right out of the gate. Being a distant supervisor, I can't just run down to the Anderson Valley Market and pick up the latest document that's come off the press. So that's number one. Number two, every document that comes out of any department or any agency needs to have a number or a date on each and every numbered page. It's astounding to me that that is not followed here in every case, and we spend so much time, probably several hours a year, trying to figure out which page are we on. Are we on which one of this? Are we talking about that one of that? And I would like to just make sure that we have, I've got a document here, it says page 1 of 14. Here I've got a crossed out page 1 of 18 and so forth. This apparently is the clean copy, but I just discovered that as I went through my latest pile that I got here when I arrived this morning. I did pick it up by chance. But I would like to just make those two things very clear. We get the stuff in a timely fashion or we don't consider it. And number two, when we do get items, they have a number that tells us exactly what document this is. It sounds so petty and so stupid. And so I guess the term is churlish. But I will be churlish about this year because I spend way too much time trying to figure out, is this iteration 1 or 14? And share that kind of concern with the other supervisors.
Well,
so I will be churlish and even cranky, contrary to my generally cheery personality.
Well, that's why I'm a little bit upset about this, because I went to an agenda meeting Wednesday, and this issue was just going to be a formality of the rules and procedures. Now I come into my office this morning early, and all of a sudden there's all these different renditions of changes and changes over changes, and it's a little bit upsetting to me. So, any members of the public want to speak on this? Okay, come back. Looks like we have a motion to, we can just.
We don't need a motion.
By
We'll just bring it
direction.
back.
Or
By direction.
And I never intended, just so you know, I never intended for you to take action on this today.
Okay, and this
It's
will be
just a
brought
start.
back within, in the meantime, our rules and procedure that are in place will be in place, and this will be brought back within 30 days, right?
Or sooner.
Or sooner,
Yeah.
30 days. We're putting timelines on everything, okay? And if there's a reason to extend the timeline, that's fine. But this chair will put timelines and everything that will be brought back to the board. Okay, with that, agenda item 8G, supervisor reports. Any supervisors, even though some of you've only been on the job for 3 hours, is there any reports here? Supervisor Brown?
Yes, I feel it's important to let all of the supervisors know that I'll be attending a meeting on Thursday at the Federal Building in Santa Rosa with NOAA Fisheries and Fish and Game, and it involves frost protection for agriculture in the Russian River watershed. Division of Water Rights is also in attendance, so it's a very important meeting. It's something I was participating in previous of coming onto the board and would like to continue, so I'll keep you informed.
Any other reports? This chair will encourage supervisor reports on committee assignments. We'll take the time for them. I think it's really important for board members to report out the meetings they went to. So expect this chair will be asking for reports out from meetings and assignments that members have went through. So basis. Okay, with that, we're going to recess for lunch.
Make a
Oh,
comment.
sure, go ahead.
In that spirit, Mr. Chair, I will be attending the North Coast Integrated Regional Water Management Planning meeting. This group has not met for many, many months, and this meeting is going to be in Reading, and I believe Roland Sanford is our technical person that is on that, and I believe Supervisor Brown as well will be attending that, as we're the two representatives for that very important meeting. I'm sure that most of the news will not be good news, because this is about the process whereby local entities secure funds from the state level from various bonds and propositions, and obviously most of that money is in this state of suspension, so I don't imagine we're going to be hearing anything good, but we will see. Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I apologize and thank you, Supervisor Smith, for bringing that up. I'll also be attending an all-day planning session with Redwood Valley County Water District on Saturday.
Thank you. Okay, with that, we're going to recess for...
Mr. Chairman.
Sure.
Before we recess, the dress code here for the next few weeks, this looks like we're attending more of a wake. Can we look at a little more cheerful clothes in the future, a little less dark and somber, or maybe this is a good start. Anyhow, I wanted to comment on the aesthetics of the...
Somebody told me the other day that's exactly where I was going. No.
That's my report.
Okay, we'll recess for a lunch at the North State Cafe. It's the no-host lunch to reconvene for regular business here at 2 o'clock. I'd like to encourage and invite everybody to show up, all you department heads that are out there listening. It would be really encouraging to see some of you, if you are available for lunch, to come on down. So members of the press, the public, it's open to everybody. So it's a no-host, buy your own lunch, but we would love to have you, okay? And we'll be back here at 2 o'clock sharp. Not 2:05.
Okay, excellent. And they're all waiting for us already down there.
Okay. Item number 3 is pulled. Any other board members want to pull any other? Okay, I entertain a motion for the approval of the remainder of the consent calendar?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay.
Motion carries unanimously.
Motion carries unanimous. I think we'll go ahead and operate. Supervisor Smith, you pulled item 3. Take them.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just felt that, in particular, because we have 2 new board members, it might be good to have a little more discussion than having this on the consent calendar. Designating the CEO as the official responsible for recommending and facilitating the budget seems to me appropriate, but I think that the master budget calendar, given in fact even some of our points made this morning, might be something that the board would want to take a look at, including you, Mr. Chair, made comments about the board being involved with the budget, and this is adopting that master plan, and I'm just wondering, since, again, with 2 new board members, if we might want to spend a little more time going over why we have the dates that we do, why we have the flow that we do. Do board members want to make any changes, or is this should be adopted as is? But I think it warrants a little more discussion, and I don't know if our schedule allows for that today, but that would be my hope, is that we could actually not just pass something like this that's of great magnitude, but that we talk about it a little bit. So that was my reason for pulling that item.
Well, yeah.